In the workplace, do the bare minimum, be the last one in and the first one out.
The older generation's always like, oh, your generation's so lazy. You guys only want to do the bare minimum. Listen, the bare minimum is the fucking job.
Do the bare minimum and go home.
I tell people all the time, you got hired and get paid to do one job. That's it. If you get paid to wash the floors, what you scrubbing the walls and clean the windows for?
First off, thank you guys so much. We just passed 1,000 subscribers, man. You guys are absolutely the best. I had no idea that this could happen to someone like me, bro. I feel like I just hit 1 million subscribers, man. This is awesome, bro. But here, I'm gonna stop, all right? Let's get back to the video. In one of my recent videos, I talked about how Americans don't want to, quote unquote, work anymore, and it went insane. So I want to take a deeper dive on that topic on the account of people going to work and they're no longer going above and beyond. They're doing the bare minimum. Because let's be honest for a second, I've said this once and I'll say it again. Americans are some of the hardest workers I've seen. They are definitely not lazy, not by a long shot, but they are done being overworked. They're done being underpaid. And more importantly, they're done being lied to. And that's why so many people today are doing the bare minimum at work. Every time this topic comes up, people say the same thing, right? Nobody wants to work anymore. Oh, these people, they just lazy, blah, blah, blah. No one got it like how we do back in the day. No, people don't want to be exploited anymore. That's the word of the day, all right? Exploited. There's a huge difference between with all this. Because for decades, we as Americans were told, work harder than everyone else, you stay loyal, sacrifice your time, your health, your family, and eventually it will all pay off, right? But there's a problem. It didn't, or at least it doesn't pay off like how it used to. Wages today are flat, rent has doubled, maybe even tripled in some of y'all's cases. Healthcare has become a luxury, and job security has absolutely vanished with all the mass layoffs going on in today's society. You got companies out here making record profits while telling employees that there is no room in the budget for raises. What? People are getting replaced with software, and they're laying people off after years of, quote unquote, being a family. You ever heard that, guys? That we're a family? Nah. So when I see workers out here that are stopping for a second and they're not giving 110% anymore, that's not laziness, that's awareness, guys, okay? Because us as humans, and especially in today's society, we have to look at what is going on, take it for how it is, and adapt to it, and think logically on what is the best move to make. Because let's call this for what it really is. Bare minimum culture is workers finally matching effort to compensation. Okay, if you're getting paid minimum wage, you should be doing minimum effort at your job. Okay, if you got hired to sweep floors, why are you washing the windows? You know what I'm saying? Why are you cleaning the toilets? You're supposed to sweep the floor. You're getting paid $7.25, not $15. Come on, guys. So the next time someone complains about Americans doing the bare minimum nowadays, remember this, people didn't lower their standards, not at all. They had to adjust to reality. And until work actually rewards effort with real money, real security, and real respect in the workplace, the bare minimum is going to feel like the only rational choice today in our society.
In the workplace, do the bare minimum, be the last one in and the first one out. This is the formula to protecting your peace. Stop going above and beyond for companies that don't care or respect or value you. And why do people want to be valued? I want to be valued by my company. Why? They don't value you. Right, just look after number one. Also, stop thinking your co-workers are family. They're not. Have boundaries in the workplace to protect your peace. Go in, do your job, go home, be with loved ones, have boundaries. Because otherwise you're going to end up with mental health issues. And stop doing loads of hard work. Stop going above and beyond, going in early, staying late. You're not going to get rewarded for it. The people that get promoted are the ones that go in the office. They laugh at the right time. They brown nose to the managers. But don't do that. They end up with alter egos. The workplace can be very, very damaging if you don't know how to play this very corporate political poker game, which is very confusing for some people, but you can end up with alter egos and loss of identity and a lot of problems mentally if you don't protect yourself and just stay within the lines, having boundaries. And remember, hard work doesn't get you anywhere. You know, the horse that's willing to carry, the heaviest load will always carry the heaviest load. Good work never goes unpunished, and hard work results in more work, right? That's the truth. So take this message not as a bad work ethic, but a way of protecting your peace in the workplace.
They'd be upset with me. I come to work to do the bare men. Don't ask me to go in no patient's room. Don't ask me to go get no sack lunches. I answer these phones. Hello? Unit 2A. Yes, sir. That's it. And I sit right here. Do not ask me to get up from right here the whole 8-hour shift. They be mad at me because I be mad at them for asking me questions. Bitch, why have you been talking to me? The fuck?
The older generation's always like, oh, your generation's so lazy. You guys only want to do the bare minimum. Listen, the bare minimum is the fucking job. By definition, doing the bare minimum is just doing what you were hired to do when you accepted your job. So if you want us to do more than our job description, all right, how will we be rewarded for that? They say, oh, you might get put on the radar. You might get put on the radar.
Fuck the radar.
Wages have been stagnant since the 1980s, and 60% of Americans live paycheck to paycheck. It's nonsense. When was the last time you gave a promotion or a raise to someone who went above and beyond their job description, that even remotely kept up with the cost of living? Our generation is just simply understanding the fact that we have been lied to.
Do the bare minimum and go home.
Boy, you better ask somebody about me.
Roger, I trained a new hire, and now they've been given more responsibility and visibility than me. I feel overlooked and undervalued. How do I bring this up without sounding bitter? You don't. You do not. Why do you want to be valued? Do the bare minimum and go home. Problem solved. Let the new idiot do all this hard extra work and not get paid for it. Are you getting compensated for this extra work, sir? Carlos, are you getting compensated for this extra work? I didn't think so. What the fuck is you talking about? Nigga, you ought to be jumping for joy. They done found another dummy to do all the fucking dumb shit.
Do the bare minimum of what's required of you at work, because if they see you doing more, they're going to give you more work for the same amount of pay. Thank you.
Listen, one thing about me, I'm not scared to quit a job. I haven't worked a job longer than 3 months in my life. I've worked over 30 jobs since I was 20. My W-2 looks like a goddamn essay. So whenever I be going to interviews, first of all, lie like shit on your interviews. I be putting on my interviews that I worked every job at least more than a year. And then after that, when they be like, oh, you seem like you worked a lot of jobs in your lifetime, they be like, why? I like money. You're not paying my bills. What the hell you doing asking you why I work so many jobs? Do you see this economy we're living in? We're in a fucking recession. Ever since I was 8, I can't remember the last time this world has even been in peace. What are you talking about? Why I work so many jobs? And then I be seeing people at jobs, they get too worked up over like, oh yeah, my boss is gonna fire me. And you can get another one the next day. Double back, bitch. And even if your boss does fire you, who the hell is he to tell you you can't work? Are you kidding me? Everything in life is a construct. So is termination. You ain't terminate me until I terminate myself, you bum. The hell? That's how you gotta start moving. I'm proud to be a shitty employee. I'm not meant to be here that long. What? In 2.5, I'm about to graduate my degree. Literally. I'm not meant to be an employee. I'm meant to be your employer. Let's start with that.
You're going to have a lot of coworkers that are getting away with things that if you tried to do it, you wouldn't get away with it, you know? And unfortunately, it's just because from the moment that you started, you gave them a certain quality of work and they expect that from you because they know that you're capable of delivering that, whether it's pretty much doing the job of 2 or 3 people, or it's always picking up those shifts, or if it's never calling off, whatever it is, they've seen that that's how you perform, okay? You maybe have a certain expectation in the way that you want to deliver your work, and your coworkers maybe have given them pretty much the bare minimum from the start, which you cannot blame them for, because honestly, sometimes that is the smartest move. When they don't expect you all the time to be available, when they know that you're someone that will push back if you feel like it's too much work, they're not going to go to you. You're not going to be the first one they think of. But if you're someone that's trying to advance in your career and you want to advance fast, what you're going to probably do is try to be there, you know, be the yes person. But that comes with a lot of, you know, pros and cons, because the moment that you don't do that, they're going to look at you and say, what's going on here? You know, they expect you to always be the yes person. All of a sudden you're the no person. Okay, that's why your coworkers are getting away with so much, because they've provided the bare minimum from the start, because most likely that was the right thing to do for them. For you, maybe it didn't feel like the right thing, and that's understandable. Everyone has a different work ethic, but that's probably why you feel like your coworkers are always getting away with a lot of stuff, if it's not because they don't know people, because that's a whole nother conversation. But that's probably why you feel that way.
One thing about me is when it comes to my job, I'm not going above and beyond.
I'm doing what's in my job description, okay? Nothing more, nothing less. Because the moment you start doing too much, the only reward you're gonna get is more work. No extra pay, no recognition, just more responsibilities. Meanwhile, the people that are doing the bare minimum are chilling with the same exact paycheck. Baby, work-life balance is the real MVP. Clock in, do your job, clock out, and go home.
Did you ever notice that some people in the workplace, the ones that don't do anything, they cause trouble, they do the minimal amount of work, they don't even show up some days. Did you ever notice how they're rewarded? They're rewarded by being removed from certain projects, by being removed from bigger things that require responsibility. And their reward is they get to stay in their chair and do nothing. And those that pick up the slack, their reward, more stuff put on their plate, and then management wonders why they're so stressed out. And they sit in the chair because management doesn't know what to do with them. Instead of doing what they should do is by showing them the door, they keep them in their chair, and then they give all the responsibility to the nice people that want to do their job and want to go home at the end of the day, but management doesn't show them that they have value. They just say, get the shit done, because this dude has to stay in his chair. So if you're good and you do all your work, you get rewarded with Schmuckley's work who didn't do the work. So what you have to do is you have to get out, because it will suck away your mental health. You won't feel valued. And quite frankly, you deserve more. So, I'll see you in the new space.
The happiest people at most companies are the people who do the least. They show up to work every day. They do the bare minimum. Nobody asks them for much because they know they're not going to do much. They collect their check and they go on their way. They love it. The most miserable people at work are the overachievers, are the people who are going above and beyond. You're doing all of that. You're not getting rewarded for it. They're not going to pay you more or elevate you. So you have low confidence and lots of self-doubt. Stop doing the most.
Somebody said our generation like to do the bare minimum or just enough when it comes to jobs. And I'm trying to figure out, is that supposed to be an insult? Especially considering the fact that most jobs either pay bare minimum or just enough. But I'm supposed to be the one to go above and beyond?
I tell people all the time, you got hired and get paid to do one job. That's it. If you get paid to wash the floors, what you scrubbing the walls or cleaning windows for? Every job I get, it's an even exchange. I'm doing what I agreed to do for what you agreed to pay me. That's it. You want me to do anything extra, you better already have extra money in your hand when you ask me. Now, if you one of those people that don't care and you don't mind doing extra stuff, do you. But to the companies out there, just because Steve want to go above and beyond, don't mean I will. Steve can be employee of the month 6 years in a row. I don't give a damn. That's not what I'm here for. Don't you want to improve your skills and advance in the company and help the business grow? Hell to the no. I want my paycheck and for you to leave me the hell alone. How is that hard to understand? At the last place I worked at, the owner came out and was like, you know, everything is everybody's job. And no the fuck it ain't. You about to give me everybody's paycheck? Nah, big dog, I pulled up the job description on Indeed. It don't say none of that shit you just said. Moral of the story, you not obligated to come in on your day off, do anything that's not in your job description. You better use all them PTO hours and take a day off if you need to. I don't care if they overstaffed. That's not your problem. Not being in an abusive relationship. That job don't give a fuck about you. You shouldn't care that much about it. They be out here brainwashing people, man. People be more loyal to their job than their mama. Don't make no sense.
This is a reminder to never work hard. There's no reason to. Don't do it. Look, your boss doesn't care about you. Your coworkers don't give a fuck about you. I don't give a fuck about you. So just sit back, relax, and do the absolute bare minimum. You'll thank me.